She received a BA in Psychology and Anthropology from New York University and a Master's of Science degree from UCL. We are very pleased to have such an eminent person amongst us today, and I'm honored to be presenting such a distinguished character. So without further ado, please help me welcome Ms. Zaina AlZabin.
Zaina was my student.
Yes, I was. Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, honorees. I stand here before you, humbled, to be speaking in a place I stood in over 13 years ago. Aside from making me feel old, thank you, the phone call I received asking me to speak before you this morning filled me with pride. Pride over the continued efforts of my school, AlBayan Bilingual School, and the fact that I can in some way pay it forward. Let me briefly tell you about my BBS experience. After the Gulf War of 1990, my parents decided that I should join a bilingual school and learn English. Prior to this, I was in a government school, and at that time, the primary school curriculum did not include English. I took the Bayan English entrance exam and failed miserably. I scored under 10%, but my Arabic scores were high. Based on that, I was given a chance, with the condition that I should be studying all summer and trying it out for one academic year. It was not easy, it was not fun, but I did it. With the help of faculty and staff, with the help of my parents, and the support of fellow students, I saw myself succeeding. And by the time I was a senior, I was succeeding in AP English and became a National Honor Student on my way to the US for university. I am grateful for the decision that my parent made, and indebted to the school for giving me a chance. I am mostly thankful that I was able to make a decision to persevere and fight. As I sat down to write my speech, I started reflecting on a more recent personal experience. In the past 2 weeks, I was traveling around the state of Rajasthan, India. The whole trip was an explosion to my senses. The stunning animals in Ranthambore National Park, the majestic palaces of Jaipur, the magnificent lakes of Udaipur, but what was most striking to me were the children. The children in shanty towns and villages, whose basic needs are very often unmet. Those little girls running around, sometimes with heavy water pots on their heads, in the crispy weather of early winter, and little boys running around with no underwear. Those children were happy. Those children were running around and playing. And as any child psychologist would, I started thinking about why, and what makes these children different. How can they be so happy? The easy answer would be that these children did not know any better. They have no other experience, and therefore they are, in layman's terms, just being children. But I think it's far beyond that. This was more about resilience, adaptation, and acceptance. So what does that mean to us? What does it mean to you students? Is having our needs met and having a good education enough? I believe that we can all learn from the children in Rajasthan, and this is how I see it. Schooling and education tells us to plan and set goals. I completely agree, and if you ask anyone who knows me, I am a big planner. But I would suggest revising this advice a little bit. Plan, but be ready for change. We need to adapt to the environment, and when that doesn't work, we need to change the environment to adapt to our needs. It's a constant and continual dance. Take a step, but do not be afraid to stay stagnant and stay still. Accept that you will have obstacles. See them as challenges and keep trying to succeed. Make mistakes, but modify your behavior accordingly. A mistake is only a mistake if it is repeated. A mistake, once modified, is a lesson, and that is learning. This is how we grow and develop. Resist the urge to give up. Resist the temptation to break down and lose your focus. Resist the voices of discouragement when you start building higher and more challenging goals. You are here because you have already resisted the temptation to take the easy road, to succumb to daily distractions. And I'm here to tell you that it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be a beautiful adventure. I can now laugh like these children in Rajasthan because I've learned that the current and present moments need to be celebrated. Learning is application, it is adaptation. Learning without education is limiting. Education without learning is futile. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the